My name is Journey to Ixtlan in the metaverse. I use a Quest 2, and I play an awful lot of Population 1. And I am a streamer. I stream to YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Twitter. A lot of people have asked me about my battery because I play for extended periods of time using the Quest 2 natively. I'm not a PC VR player. And sometimes I play for 8 hours straight. I used to play a whole lot of a game called Unchained. I would play it for hours. It was what I wanted to play on my Quest 2 the most. And the battery would die between about 2 hours and 2.5 hours. And I always wanted to play more. So I started looking into batteries. One day I decided that I would just use my battery that I had purchased for my phone many months earlier. This is the battery you can see right here. And the kind of fear that I had was that if I plugged a battery into the Quest while I was playing, that maybe something would happen to my battery. The performance would degrade. I want to tell you, nothing like that has ever happened with any of these batteries. I am still getting the same battery use that I have had since the beginning. Now, this battery worked very well. I would play for, I think I played once for 6 hours straight, and I didn't run out of battery when I plugged the charger into the headset when they were both at 100%. They would drain at the same rate, and I ran out of desire to play the game before the battery ran out. But sometimes I would forget to charge my external battery, and the thought occurred to me, well, maybe I should have 2 batteries around. That way, if I forget to charge one, I'll have the other one that I can use. And that's when I bought a second battery. Now, the first battery, as you can see, originally cost $21.79, or maybe that's what it costs now. That's what it costs now. The second battery that I bought is this battery, which I purchased on June 22nd, 2021. And it now costs $17.99. I will put links to these in the descriptions if you're interested in any of these. I no longer use the first battery because it's heavy, it's bulky, it's big, and this battery right here is the one that I use the most. And I don't usually, it's not going to give me a whole lot of charging time, but I think I get about 4.5 hours of playtime with this. I don't usually play till it runs out, so I don't really know. But I get as much as I usually want because I don't usually have really long sessions. But sometimes I think to myself that I'm just going to play for a couple of hours, so I don't need to use this battery, or maybe I've forgotten to plug in this battery. And I just play with the native battery in the Quest. And what happens is I decide that I want to play longer than the Quest. It runs out of battery and I think, wow, I want to keep going. But the problem is, if I plug this battery in, when the battery is really low on the Quest battery continues to drain. It just drains more slowly, and I don't really get that much battery power out of it. So what I did was I got on Amazon and I searched for high-powered batteries. Now this is the battery that I found. I purchased it on January 11th, 2022, it says, and it is currently, this is not what I paid for it. I think I paid, $51 or something, but it is currently $62.99. So you're going to expect a lot out of a battery like this. So here's an example of me streaming for 8 hours straight. This is 8 hours, 4 minutes, 47 seconds. 117 minutes into this stream, my battery dies. It's my Quest battery alone. I hadn't plugged anything in.
It's coming down. Get his shape, there's more coming, dude. You want to move off? They're coming now. 2 of them.
And it was gone. So what I did was I plugged in this battery right here. And the result was, after I gave it just a couple of minutes of charging time, that I was able to start playing again, and my battery just kept charging over the next 6 hours, all the way up to 75%. As you can see from the graph, my battery went straight line from 100 down to 0. It took 117 minutes, so that's just under 2 hours, which is exactly what I would expect playing a high CPU intensive game like Population 1 while streaming using just the Quest 2 battery. So I haven't had any degradation of battery performance due to using these batteries. Now, I put these batteries in my front pocket, and I use a 3-foot cable to go up to my headset, and the cable stays out of the way. You can put it under your shirt if you like. And it's very easy and convenient, and I hardly even notice that I have it. Now, am I recommending to you that you get these batteries? Well, a recommendation is kind of like a prescription from a doctor. The doctor has a specialized knowledge, which you do not have, unless you're a doctor yourself. And when he writes a prescription, that's his recommendation, that you take that medication. And he takes on liability when he does that. You're paying him to take on that liability. Well, I don't think I have any kind of special knowledge. You have to just kind of make your own decisions about this sort of thing, using what you know. I'm just telling you what my experience is. And it answers the question of how it is that I'm able to stream for so long. If I want, allow my Quest 2 battery to die completely, plug it back in, get immediately back to play, and have it just keep charging up for as long as I want to play. I mean, I'm not going to be somebody who plays for longer than 8 hours. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, looks like I need to do a quick update right before I publish. I actually did play for more than 8 hours straight. This is 10 hours, 15 minutes, 21 seconds. Some of that was in Death Unchained. And I forgot to plug my headset into my battery pack. I had my battery pack in my pocket, but somehow I just didn't get the cord plugged into the headset. So after about 2 hours, my battery predictably died. I got the warning of very low battery while in-game in Population 1. So I plugged it into my expensive, super fast charger and then just played on for the rest of the time. So I played for more than 8 hours on my super fast charger, and when I was finished it had 69%, or my headset was showing a 69% charge on the battery, and when I looked at the charging indicators on the power bank, it still had 1 lit, so it was still pumping out charge. So there we go, a quick update right before publishing. Oh, and I managed to wipe out Mr. Witty's squad with a sword in this one. That's what they get for shooting at you guys before.
Oh.
So that is the answer. For those of you who have asked, I will put affiliate links in the description below to all of these items. And if you don't know what affiliate links are, I guess I should tell you that once Amazon pays all the expenses that it costs them, there's a little bit of profit left over for Jeff Bezos. An affiliate link means that Jeff Bezos will share a small portion of his profit from the sale with me. Thank you for watching, and let's all get back to playing Population 1.